Hey, Shalom. Y'all Bashim outside, Bashim Kakwadash Barakatham. Man, call hello all y'all Bashim outside, Bashim Kakwadash. So I'm in the middle of this park, and I pull up and I see a bunch of feathers everywhere. And I'm like, man, that's crazy. And I look up in the tree, and there's a hawk up here grubbing. He's eating on something. He's doing work. And it looks like he might be trying to get up out of here. That's a little small hawk. But of course, when something like this happens, it brings scriptures to mind, It's like, so I wanted to bring out a couple of scriptures, dealing with this. As I pulled up and came to that in the spirit, this is Revelation 19 and 17. And I cried, and I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying, "The fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great Yahweh." Right? And that great supper is going to be when he continues his great work, and he's ushering in the kingdom of heaven via martial law, sedition amongst men, wars, rumors of wars, governments against governments, nation against nation, and ultimately the ICBM missiles, which are all going to hit this place simultaneously. Right? That's the day that we look for. But for us, it's a day of deliverance, Lord willing. We hasten that day because we hope to be delivered, because we've been doing the Lord's work, his righteous work, to the best of our ability, right? Let me see if I can find this other scripture. Jumping down to 21, and the remnant were slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse, which sword proceeded out of his mouth, and the fowls were filled with their flesh. So he promised, the Lord said his word does not come back to him void. So he promised these fowls their feast. So right now, this hawk is feasting on another bird. But in that day, it gets its fill, right? It says, "Eat to your fill of human flesh," right? That flesh of ungodly men and heathens, right? So this is let's see if this one is popping. Salakia. This was raw, so please bear with me. I know dead silence is not good, but I just pulled up here and in the spirit, man, seeing this hawk devouring this other bird, and it, man, just put that spirit in my head about this scripture here. No, that's not it. Let me see. I'm gonna try to find this one in Amos. If I can't find this one, I'm gonna jump up out of here. But really, I'm just blessing the spirit, man. Checking this out. We about to hit camp, and the Lord blessed me with this beautiful view to roll up on in the spirit, man, before camp starts. So let's see if I can find this scripture. Amos 5:18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. So you got a lot of Christians that think they also want the coming of the day of the Lord, like we do, right? But here's the question that's posed: to what end is it for you? So if you're a so-called Christian and you're still calling on Jesus Christ, the end for you is a sore destruction, unless you wake up to the fact that Jesus Christ has a real name, which is Yahweh Shai, and he is not Burt Reynolds looking dude in a dashiki. He was a Hebrew Israelite, dark-skinned, so-called dark-skinned Negro-looking Israelite with a garment, girded down to the paps. Y'all know that. Y'all know how it go, right? Reading on, the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. You know what I'm saying? The day of the Lord is a day of darkness and not light. And the dead body shall lie in the streets. That's twofold, man. We have these dead bodies that are walking now and just asleep, dead to the fact that they're Israel, dead to the fact that our power is a so-called brother, or so-called so-called black man, a brother who is going to avenge us if we be a part of that number. So, we're very blessed to be in this fold, man, and we're blessed to know these scriptures, and just the fact that I knew the scriptures enough to pull up and do this right here and see this beautiful sight, man. It's crazy to me that I pulled up. And I'm big on birds, man. The brothers will tell you, in my camp will tell you, man, I'm a bird man. I mess with the hawks and the eagles, and just because I grew up with Gad, and it's just something that was in the culture. So when I got to pull up and see this, I was like, what? And not only that, but the spirit hit me. The Lord blessed me with the spirit of understanding, man, knowing that we're close to the day of the Lord, man. We're close to his day, and we're close to the dark day, and these birds are going to get their feast, and if we're a part of that number, we'll get our deliverance, man. And that's faith. We truly believe that, those that are in this fold. And Salakia for the short video, man. This was just in the spirit. I wanted to touch on a couple of scriptures and catch this guy in action, man. He's over here tearing up this flesh, and it's gonna be a feast. I'm talking about like the movie Birds, man. They're gonna be grubbing off for the disobedience and mistreatment of the Israelites, and the Israelites' mistreatment of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's word. So with that, I want to wrap this up. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakak Wadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you, Akia, man, who go out wholeheartedly in death to 2/3, as the brother Yura always say. Shay, shalom, shalom.